My name is Morgan Fasinelli. I'm 21. I'm originally from Waterbury, Connecticut, and I work for the Milk Bar in Rock Center on a food truck. So, just outside every day, exposed to the elements.
My name is Abraham Zeb. I'm 23 years old, and I'm from Waterbury. I currently live in New Britain, Connecticut. I work at Texas Roadhouse. I work at the Rock Garden Cafe, and I work at Nordstrom Cafe, and I play Mandala.
Hello, I'm Sean Connolly. I'm 23 years old. I play drums in Mandala, and I am an SCSU alum. What up, owls? I heard about Mandala because the bass player that I always played with growing up in high school, he joined Mandala in the summer of 2016, and we never toured or went out and played any shows out of Connecticut before, and he went on tour with Mandala as their bass player, and they went to Brooklyn, Philadelphia, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Jersey, and all this stuff. And so I was on vacation at the time, and I was like, who's this band taking my friend, that I played with for years on these tours, and I've never done that, and I was a little jealous, so I looked up the band, and they had their album Valley People, and I listened to the album, and I was blown away. And all the songs were fantastic, and I became a huge fan of the band before I was even in the band. And I was like, these kids are younger than me, and they're ripping, and these songs are fantastic, and this is the exact type of music I wanted to play. It just blew me away, and I always had ideas to bring to the band as far as kicking in the drums, and they really liked it, and I knew every song by heart, so the first time I practiced with them, it was just boom, 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 and I was like, oh, I'm giving them ideas, and they're like, damn, this kid's dead serious, and I joined the band after that.
Mandala came to be when Abe Azab met Morgan Fasinelli at a public high school. And we pretty much formed a bond and just realized that we could use music to channel situations faced in our own life into something positive. And it kind of blossomed.
Yeah, I mean, we started in 2015 when we were just going to high school together, and now we're here 4 years later. I live in a different state and work in a different state, and we all go to schools in different states, but at first it was something that we did because we liked it, and now it's too strong to stop, honestly. I think what makes us unique, I was actually listening to our music the other day, and I was like, we don't really sound like a lot of other bands, and that itself is what makes us unique, but I also think that we have a lot of different styles and backgrounds that all come together and meet. I think that Abe and I are at an advantage chemistry wise, because this man is my brain and soul in a different human being, and we aren't related at all. We just stumbled upon each other.
I lived in her house
Yes,
for a while.
He did.
I was like a little homeless, and for a little while I also lived in another friend's house, and yeah, so when we just kind of had that situation happen, it really gave us a chance to we'd be in the summertime and have not shit to do, so we'd just be chilling there and
And I'm an only child, so I did not enjoy having other people in my space, and when I lived with Abe, he'd knock on my door and I'd be like, oh my fucking god, please leave me alone, I just want to be alone. But he was just relentless, and I had a soft spot for him.
Yeah. I'd be come down to the basement.
He'd be like, just come on, just try to sing this song for me. And I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. And then that's how we really created Valley People.
Yeah, it is.
Which is our first album.
What's Mandala to you, Abe?
Mandala is a lot bigger than I can grasp a lot of the times. Meaning that it's an outlet, I can have a bad day and write a song and then give it to you guys, and then we make it a song, and then it's something that we can play on to kind of just escape things. But for me, it's just one of those things that I never given up on, and I have you, you're the longest standing person, you're the only person from the founding that's never given up on it with me. We've been through member changes, we've been through obstacles that we've had to overcome, and now we have Sean and Matt and Pat too, who also believe in it. And it's kind of really weird to me sometimes because I believe in it, and I know you believe in it, and that's because we create it, and it's like our thing. But like, other people believe in it like really heavily to the point where like it helps me to like keep believing. Like,
I think my like most important thing about the band is that for me specifically, it's the only band I've ever been in. It's like the main like group of people that I've been the most open with and the most creative with in a way. And when you have things that you just like do for so long, there's a point where it starts to feel almost like robotic. And like it's very important to me that it never ever really feels that way. And like sometimes it does, but I also blame that on just the fact that like we're also like all working full time and like trying to just like function and pay for our bills and also be in the band. So it's like outside life usually affects it, but at the end of the day, like I never want to be like, I can't wait for this to be over, or like I can't imagine like not wanting to make music with them. But I also think it's really important that as a collective of 5 people, like it's important to me that the other 4 people that I'm working with and have this relationship with all also enjoy being there. Like I don't want to ever feel like they're not having fun or they aren't in it. And I also don't ever want someone at a show like to not be able to see that I don't really need anyone else at a show. I just need like these 4 dudes.
And that's really all that matters for the most part. I think.
Like when someone's like, wow, you guys have so much great chemistry, like that to me is like, we've sold it. Like you saw the best that we can do. Like these are our songs. Like this is what we have. Like this is what we got, and we are gonna present it to you every time.
Heart and soul, and then just like forget about everything. Like when you're up there, it's just like us, and it's almost like the crowd exists, but it doesn't. Like it really doesn't. Like you get in this zone. It's just like one of those things where it's like I could do this for the rest of my life.
It's like been an amazing journey of self-discovery and confidence that, like to me, hasn't hit a wall yet.
You know, and it's just like, yeah, like, you know, we might not be as big as, you know, the next band, and the band before us might not be as big as us, but that's just how like it works. And once you can learn to accept that and get over that, then it doesn't matter, you know. Because I think one thing that's always held me to this is in society, like most people will tell you to give up on your dream. Like they tell you it's not practical. They tell you there's no money in it. Take a different approach in life. And
or they just like tell you that you're like Connecticut good.
Yeah.
Or like that you're like from the Northeast and like that's the expansion that you're gonna get.
But really,
that's not true.
What I begin to learn is that like you have this thing, and it's something that you genuinely enjoy, and you can pour your heart into it. And once it's good, and once you have it and it's great, it's not about, you know, oh, why aren't we getting any further? Once you have that, then you just push it. You keep producing it, you know? You keep making content, you keep doing it, and you keep pushing it, and you knock on doors. And if you love it, and if you support each other when you do it, you go and you knock on doors, and then eventually someone's gonna let you in. But most people don't let themselves get that far because they lose hope, and that's the hardest thing about being in a band in your 20s, is like people tell you you have a lot of growing up to do, and you're supposed to be deciding what you want to do for the rest of your life. But like, what if this is what you want to do for the rest of your life? Why is that not accepted? And that's why no matter what, within each other, that's what Mandala is. It's like an acceptance in the circle and then outside of the circle. And the people that support it, we want them to feel that too. Like I want them to feel like they're like accepted in life, and that there's people just like them with the same things that support them, because not everyone's going to support you. But if you love something, people who love it too will support you, you know? That's what Mandala like means to me, like, but it still goes deeper.